Okay, I think let's get started. I've my little stopwatch here, and it's 12 o'clock and 50 seconds. So here we go. So welcome everyone. Um, yeah, the quick sanity check here. Reminder: what are we doing? What do we get together here? So it doesn't take that much to cultivate positivity. I know we talked about pessimism earlier this week, and the truth is we all have this negativity bias, right? This oh, here's what's wrong with the situation, and here's how this is not going to work out. And the truth is there's value to that because it obviously kept our ancestors alive, but it's not necessarily the way to live a an equanimous or a peaceful, satisfying life. And so what we're doing here is we're just saying, let's just spend 15 minutes a day and stimulate those parts of ourselves that we would like to be more active and more present. So today on Fridays, I'd like to do things that set us up for the weekend, meaning, sort of send us on the way to until Monday at noon, where okay, I got some tools in my toolkit that I can use. And so today's session is inspired by this wonderful human being called Eve Ensler. She was the playwright of the Vagina Monologues. I don't know if any of you ever saw that. It was a very creative and cool play. And she had the following to say: you have to give to the world the thing that you want the most in order to fix the broken parts inside of you. And I remember when I first heard this, I believe it was a TED talk that she gave. And she made this point. She said, if you really want to feel whole and content, then figure out what is the most important thing that you need in life. What like, what is it? Get clear about it, and then take the bold, courageous move and say, cool, I'm going to make this my mission to give that away to others. In other words, to turn the thing that I want the most into something that I'm going to be of service to others for. And the more I thought about that, the more sense it made to me. And I feel in many ways I've sort of reorganized my life, to do that. So the ketamine clinics, doing 15 minutes of positivity, the reason I do all this stuff at the end of the day is because I'm the one that needs it the most. I need this sense of positivity or connectedness or community or fill in the blank. And so hopefully I'm walking my own talk here and just making this point. Um, and so today's session is, one of the things that's dearest to me is this idea of compassion. So really living my life in a way where I am as frequently connected consciously to a sense of compassion as possible. So the definition of compassion here is our ability to recognize suffering and to cultivate a heartfelt desire to alleviate suffering. And what's interesting here is that it doesn't necessarily refer to, I used to interpret this as, suffering of others. So looking at other people saying, oh my gosh, you're depressed, you're anxious, you're having a hard time. Let me cultivate my desire to help alleviate your suffering. And interestingly enough, for me, more often than not, with the help of therapists and others, I'd realized I usually left myself out of that equation. So the idea of self-compassion was oftentimes something that I would overlook. And the truth is, you can't really genuinely be compassionate and help others, I think, until you really genuinely learn how to view yourself through that lens of, I'm a person too. I also have had my struggles and my difficulties. And until I can really begin to see myself and engage with myself in a way that is actually genuinely, compassionate, it's going to be difficult for me to really offer others compassion in a meaningful way. That's the invitation for today, is let's do a compassion practice. Um, yeah, and let me just, I'll walk you guys through it as we do it. So let's start by closing our eyes. And as we always do in these, when we start these meditations, start by grounding into the present moment. So a way we can do that is notice the body, notice sensations of sitting, standing, whatever contact you have with the ground or a chair right now. Focus your attention on that. because that's what's happening right here, right now. Feet on the ground, legs and pelvis and back in contact with the chair, body breathing. This is about as simple and as basic as it gets right here, right now. We're just sitting, just breathing. Everything else is just a narrative, it's just a story. All the ruminations about the past or the worries about the future, just mental activity. Now bring to mind someone that you really care about. So someone that you love, or maybe loved, past tense is fine as well. And feel them, feel into that memory. If you can hear their voice, see them in your memory. Maybe they even had a smell. There's just a sensation of being around them and just feel into that. Because you love them and because they are someone special to you, we want to wish them well. So I want you to imagine either just saying to yourself, or you could even imagine yourself saying this out loud to them. May you be safe. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live with ease. Just notice what it feels like to come into contact with these wishes for this person that you love. May you be safe. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live with ease. And where in your body do you feel that? Where does that compassion live inside of you? Notice the sensation of how it radiates from that place outward towards this person that you love. And now holding on to that sensation, this energy, this radiating energy from within you towards this person that you care about. I want you to bring to mind someone that you don't know that well, but whom you actually interact with on a somewhat regular basis. So maybe it's the Amazon delivery person, maybe it's the downstairs neighbor that you don't actually know that well, but you see them from time to time. Maybe it's someone at the grocery store. Doesn't really matter, but just bring someone to mind and see if you can transfer that same energy from that same place and radiate it out towards them, realizing they're a human being just like us. They have hopes and dreams just like us. They hurt and feel lonely and scared just like us. Now imagine either silently or out loud saying to them, may you be safe. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live with ease. We don't need to know their name. We don't need to know their family or life circumstance. We actually don't need to know anything about them in order to generate this sense of compassion and wellness towards them. May you be safe. May you be happy. May you be healthy. And may you live with ease. And in my experience, for many of us, self compassion is sort of the hardest part in this equation. So just reach back into remembering what it feels like to wish this person that you love, wishing them well, and transferring that same energy to this person that you don't really know that well, but with whom you share some sense of what I would call common humanity. Now we're going to direct that same compassion towards self. So maybe you can imagine yourself looking in the mirror. You can put your hand on your heart, your chest, or your belly, and then saying this out loud or just quietly to the self. May you be safe. May you be happy. May you be healthy. And may you live with ease. Just remembering that we're people, just like the ones we love, just like the ones we don't really know that well. We also are deserving of that energy and attention. We can even change the languaging a bit so you can say this out loud. May I be safe. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I live with ease. Notice what that feels like. Notice if there's any resistance to it. See if you can just let that be. And take a deep breath in. Long exhale. And hold the exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And deep inhale. And out. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, open your eyes. Breathe. Let your body breathe on its own. This is an old Buddhist practice called metta. So it's a loving kindness practice. And again, this is one of these great examples of positive self-directed neuroplasticity. It's free. As far as I can tell, you can't really overdo this. So you can do it in stealth mode. You can do it formally. Um, I've done this in bathroom stalls. I've done this in all kinds of places where it's just like, yeah, this is good practical self-care. So I hope that was useful. I hope it carries you through the weekend, and I'll see you on Monday, hopefully at noon. I'll stick around. Take care, everyone. Let me know if you want to chat.